Hello everyone, this is Sonic Adventure, and my name is Allegro. You might be wondering, oh, it's Big the Cat, it's already a meme as is. Well, don't worry, we're gonna make it even memeier, if that's even a word. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and start. And 3, 2, 1, go. So, some might have noticed that this is actually the Dreamcast version. Now, what makes that different from other versions is we're forced to watch cutscenes. So, it kind of drags out the run for about an additional 15 minutes compared to the PC disc version. So, we get to watch literally everything that goes on. We get to see just how great John St. John is as Big the Cat. But, yeah. I'm just gonna mostly kind of keep quiet during these cutscenes just so you guys can enjoy the sweet, sweet bliss of Big the Cat.
What? Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy. What's up with the tail? Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm! Come back here! What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends. For years. Doggy! Wait up! Oh dear.
Oh dear. But yeah. When it comes to this version, it is pretty much identical in terms of movement and whatnot for compared to the PC version, though there are a few minor differences, and I'll get to them when we get there.
Man. Where could my Pollywog pal be anyway?
Oh yeah, alright, so Big's movement is mainly consistent of hopping, but there's a bit more to that where you basically have to press A mid-jump to basically kind of hover back down as soon as possible. So that just adds up
There you are.
with his speed.
Wait, don't run away. What you doing under that car? What's wrong?
Froggy really loves cars. So, but yeah, we're now going on to the sewer, which is probably one of the hardest sections of movement in the run. Because the camera can be a bit wonky, especially on the Dreamcast version. Also, this will happen sometimes, because I've had to swap out my memory cards just so I won't lose my save file. So a fun fact is, I'm actually running on a slower version for the Dreamcast, only just so I can have the English voice acting intact. It doesn't save too much time, but considering my disc is a bit scratched up, it can take a little bit longer with loads, but the fastest version is actually the Japanese version. So coming up here, I'm going to try and attempt a frame-perfect trick here, where I'm going to instant catch Froggy. Unfortunately, I missed it, so I'm going to have to restart the stage and go for a bit of a safer strat.
a bit bitey.
Now, in terms of actually fishing, mechanics are a little bit stranger on the Dreamcast, where the line could easily break a bit more compared to the DX ports.
Not too bad.
So it can be a little bit more dangerous with fishing. But that instant catch glitch that I try to go for is actually possible on across all platforms. It's slightly easier on Dreamcast because it's the game's capped at 30 frames per second, while the later ports are at around 60 frames per second. So the camera likes to be in very odd places when you start up movement again. A lot of times here. He also really likes to lag in that spot. But now we got the ice key, and we're going to be heading to Ice Cap, which is a pretty annoying stage, all things considered. So, got to jump into the train. So, we're off to the next section. So, kind of a fun fact. I actually have world record for the Dreamcast version, and currently I have a top 10 time on the PC version. I also did a run with Jericho at SGQ 2019 as a 2-player 1-controller run, and that was kind of crazy fun. And funny enough, it was actually followed up by Cherry's dive kick run with the ESAM, so that was a wild night, to say the least. But yeah, now we're getting the life belt, which lets us float on water. And I need to remember to fix this memory card. Sometimes I have to pull it out and put it back in
To swim
to get it to work.
underwater, press the jump button when afloat.
So I kind of jump off the ladder just to hit the loading zone there, because it's just simply faster than climbing up all the way. So right here, I'm going to grab the boulder and break the ice. You can actually just jump in and break the ice, and that can be faster, but it's a lot safer to go with the boulder. So here I'm going to try and get the frog's attention. I don't like going for the instant catch glitch there, mostly because it's really hard to tell how deep Froggy is. Because I usually have pretty easy visual cues to kind of time the instant catch, which I don't think I properly explained what happens. You're basically canceling the line the moment Froggy tries to bite, and for whatever reason the game just says, oh, you actually caught Froggy. He kind of gets stuck on Big's line, and yeah, it's really weird. Alright, so we got another really good cutscene here.
Oh no, he's got my little buddy. Whoa! Glad I found you.
Oh, Tails, why'd you have to let go of Froggy?
Oh, now what am I gonna do?
Alright, so now we gotta go find the frog back at Emerald Coast.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Oh, okay. I, for some reason, thought I was gonna miss the stairs there, but somehow we managed to clip up. Alright, so with the Emerald Coast, this is a bit of a... this can be a very annoying stage with how Froggy spawns. Because he'll kind of show up in a certain pattern. It's either like a weird circular pattern or a kind of heart-shaped pattern. That becomes really apparent here for Emerald Coast, because if he spawns too close to the lighthouse, I cannot reel him in because he'll kind of get stuck. And he will not try and bite the line, so I better hope he doesn't get too close to it when I cast my line. Okay, I actually had to cancel that because that shark was nearing my line. Ah, oh great. This is no bueno. Okay, now I got the frog's attention. Sometimes Froggy really likes to fight the line, especially on the Dreamcast. Usually doesn't give me too much trouble on PC, but then again, on PC I tend to go for instant catch during actual attempts. Ugh. Oh boy. He's really fighting this today. Ugh. There we go.
Not too bad.
The struggle was real. But yeah, now we're done with Emerald Coast, and now Gamma has stolen our frog.
Uh-oh. No! Hold on there! Come back, please! Give me my friend back! I'm begging you, please!
Please! Alright, so... kind of a fun fact about the Dreamcast version, when it comes to IL speedruns for Big, it's actually the fastest version to it's the fastest version for pretty much all levels, only because of one thing. And when you're going to trial mode on the Japanese 1.0 version, you basically gain control of Big much sooner, so you're able, because of that, you're able to beat all the DX times. So because of that, I was able to sweep away all the IL records except for Ice Cap, because that stage is very annoying. But yeah, Big on Dreamcast is just a big, fat meme. Even though it's technically optimal if it weren't for the loads and cutscenes. Also, that button can be quite annoying to hit, because the hitbox is just kind of strange. But yeah, this is probably my favorite level for Big here, but yeah. So while we're waiting, we can just do this, because why not? But yeah, this is basically the level with the most platforming, because now we get speed shoes, and we have to land on this raft, and we were supposed to kind of jump off there, but it's kind of finicky with how the platform moves, so you can end up not getting the jump that you're wanting. And if you don't let the speed shoes run out, you can actually jump across and completely clear the gap in this room. So right here, we're just going to just sit here and wait for Froggy to spawn. He'll always spawn right around here. And that's Hot Shelter.
Not too bad.
So now we've got quite a lot of cutscenes from here on out. We only have one more thing to do, and that's Chaos 6.
We're together again at last,
So,
huh?
now I mentioned that this version specifically is slower.
That's strange.
It's mainly because of the Chaos 6 fight, and I'll try to explain it the best I can when we get to it. But yeah. Now we got a whole Tikal cutscene where we gotta kind of jump our way over
Where am I?
and
Froggy?
totally not find Froggy here.
Wow. Is it alright for me to be here?
Alright, so I'm just gonna let y'all enjoy this cutscene, even though it's not particularly funny. It's
So
just,
these are the 7 emeralds.
it just exists. So I gotta ask, how are you guys enjoying the marathon so far?
Could it be? The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller. The 7 Chaos. The controller itself.
Hype
Could this
AF.
be the emerald that controls the 7 Chaos?
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this place. If something happens now, there's no point to my rescuing you. I don't know who would bother to save us both. We better get going, buddy!
Alright, so
Emergency alert has been
now we've come to one of the harder jumps in the run, where the camera's kind of in a very odd position, and I need to land on this button. And I kind of landed on it. So let's freaking go. Also, that can happen, where Big will just kind of clip out. Happens occasionally. I'm kind of glad that that happened. Alright, so now we're on to Chaos 6. Let's ride this sucker up. Also, the camera can get really awkward here. Up. Oh, no. Oh, great. Now I gotta wait for this to come back. Really should have waited for the camera to catch up. It's fine. Alright. Now, I believe this is the longest cutscene in the game right here. I could actually be wrong. It's either this or the first cutscene. Well, not the game, but the, of this story, specifically.
So, I see you're trying to escape. I'm right on time. Chaos, grab him! Get that frog!
Get the
And don't
frog.
forget the Chaos Emerald. your tail. Once you get your tail, you'll be complete and ultra strong.
I gotta say, I love how big, the way Big is freaking out in this cutscene. Just waving his arms around like a maniac.
Unbelievable! Look what happened! Chaos has transformed again!
Huh?
Uh-oh. Gotta go!
Froggy? I'll save you. Don't worry, Pally.
So, he's your friend, eh? No sweat. I'll get him back. Watch me.
Careful, Froggy. Don't worry. We'll get you back.
Alright, so this fight's pretty simple. I'm basically just going to be moving over to the right side of the arena to cast my lure. But what I was saying about the Japanese version being faster is that right when the fight starts, the aiming reticle is already there. So, yeah. That's pretty much Big the Cat now. Now I'm just waiting for, wait for this cutscene, and then I have to touch the plane, so time is coming up pretty soon.
Go on and get out of here. I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Come, little buddy. Time to get a move on.
Alright, so this is going to be about a 22-minute run. Seems about right. And time. That's about 22:15 from what I timed.
But I don't know the first thing about it.
But yeah,
Oh well.
that is Big the Cat on Dreamcast. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are interested, follow me at twitch.tv/AllegroSRC or follow me on Twitter at AllegroSRC. But yeah, I really don't have anything else to really say. I believe next is Serious Sam on a Palm PDA by Tapioca. So yeah, that should be very, very, very interesting. Just from the description alone, so yeah. But yeah, thanks to Cherry and Boney, everyone else who's helped set up this marathon. This has been really fun. So yeah.